Hi, happy to see you. Crochet any interesting stuff lately? This is Auntie Nat's Crochet. Glad you choose this video. Allow me to teach you how to crochet lovely and cute stuffs. I have hundreds of videos, so do subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is at this corner over here. It will mean a lot to me. And this particular pose, I'm gonna make a snake. So if you happen to, if you do not want the hassle to change color, have different colors on the body of the snake, you can get yarns like this, where you have about 3-4 sheets in one row. Then when you crochet, your snake will have patches of different colors. That would be lovely. So I plan to use this to make the snake, and in order to make it more cute, I'm gonna add stuff, but these are optional. You can do without this. You can just create a snake and put 2 eyes on it, but I'm going to crochet the eyes and the nostril. And since I have leftover of this yarn, not sure what to do with it, I'm gonna create some hairs on the top of the head of the snake. So these are optional, you don't have to follow. So this is the main one. Okay, now let's start. Yes, I forgot to mention, this is 5-ply milk cotton yarn. So I'll be using 3.5 mm hook. And as for the eyes and if you happen to be using 3-ply cotton yarn, then maybe you can use a 2.5 mm hook or maybe a 3 mm hook. Okay, so I'm using this one. You can use 4 as well, but your amigurumi will come out slightly bigger. And of course you would need stuffing, depending how long you want your snake to be. So you need stuffing for the snake. Okay, now let's start. We're gonna start off by making a knot. Okay, this is my habit of making a knot. Once you have a knot, chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And chain 7. Then you go to the second stitch from the hook. This is the hook. This is the first stitch. This is the second stitch. You go to this second stitch. If possible, you go to this strand, the bottom one. If you use only the top one for these corners, the middle is alright. If you do that for the corners, you might create a hole. So normally for the edge, for the corners, I would use here like this. So this is a hook, first stitch, second stitch. You go to the second stitch from the hook and you do increase, single crochet increase. Means you're going to do 2 single crochet into this same stitch. So you have 2 single crochet on this same stitch. Now I'm going to do single crochet in the next 4 stitch. 1, 2, 3. Now you see, since I did an increase, this stitch will kind of look hidden. So I did chain 7. So by right I should have 6 stitches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I did increase here. So I'm going to do 4 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I should have 1 left. So if you were to count like this, you will notice that this is kind of hidden. This is where most people would make the mistake. So this is 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, 4 single crochet. So long it's not the corner and you're not going to turn, it's okay if you just pick up the top the top strand, or what you call the front loop, back loop. This is the front. Okay, that's the back loop. So now this is the last stitch. I'm going to do 3 single crochet into this last stitch. So you're going to put your hook inside here like this. Make sure you have 1 strand at the bottom, 2 strands on top. And you're going to do, oops, let me get that right, 3 single crochet into the same stitch. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. By the time you do 3 single crochet, you would have made a turn. And after you turn, you check and see if you have a hole here. If you have a big hole here, means you did it wrong. Redo. Means you put your hook into the wrong place. It will create a hole. And as I come back here, I would hide this a bit. Even if you do not hide it, it's okay, because this will stay inside the body. And now I'm going to do 4 single crochet, or single crochet in the next 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. After 4 single crochet, you still have this. Remember, we did 2 here. This is the stitch that we did 2 single crochet, and go back to this same stitch. Now how can I remember? Is because of the color. But if you can't remember, by right you should add a marker. When you do the increase, you should add a marker here before you start to do the rest, so that you know where you should put your last stitch. So you do 1 more single crochet here. So now in this stitch, you're gonna have 3, and here 3. The corners are balanced off. Okay, now I'm going to go to the next row. You can leave this if you want. It will just stay inside the head, the snake. Yeah, actually, yeah, this is the head. So you go to that first stitch. I'm going to do increase. One single crochet. Oops, let me do that again. 2 single crochet. You do increase in the first stitch. Let me add a marker. I will normally add my marker on that first stitch because I did 2 in the same stitch, 2 single crochet. So this is my first stitch. So I should do 2 increase. This is 1 increase. This is the second increase. Then I'm going to do single crochet in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the time you reach here, you will come to this turning point here. So this turning point, remember the 3 single crochet that we did in the same stitch? I'm going to do increase in all 3. So you're going to do 2 single crochet in each stitch. So this is 1 increase, 2 increase, 3 increase. So after this 3 increase, I'm going to do single crochet in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you have this last stitch here. This last stitch I'm going to do increase. And see, there's no hole. It just stays nicely. And the color is kind of nice though for a snake. Okay, now I'm going to go to row 3. Oh yeah, the first row, you should have 14 stitches, 1, 4, 14. And now this row, you should have 20 stitches. So now we're going to go to row 3. Row 3, I'm going to do increase. Don't forget to add your marker to mark the first stitch. And this is increase. Increase means 2 single crochet into that same stitch. Then I'm going to do single crochet in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you do increase. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 2 sets of it. You should have 4 sets. Increase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Increase. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I have one more stitch left. I think I've missed one of it. So let me do that again later. This is increase 1, 2, 3, 4, increase 1, 2, 3, 4, increase 1, 2, 3, 4, increase 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I could have missed one stitch, but it's all right. I'm gonna redo later. And this is row 3. Row 3, you're gonna have 24 stitches. And row 4, you just do single crochet all around. I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of row 4. Okay, this is still row 4. I haven't completed row 4 yet. So row 4 is just single crochet all around. So if you want to count your rows, this is the first, second, third, fourth. This row here, or you can look at the color. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So now row 5, I'm going to do increase. So I will have 1 row increase, 1 row single crochet all around. So this row is going to be increase and then single crochet in the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is 1 set. And again, increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You should have 4 sets of it. 1, 2, 3, 3, oops, 4 and 5. You see how it curls this way? And now row 6. Row 6, you just do single crochet all around. And these 2 rows, you should have 28 stitches. And you just do single crochet all around. Okay, I'm gonna stop here for a while because I need to sew the nostril before I go any further, because once it's too long, it's kind of difficult to sew the nostril. So now, take a look and see which side looks better. If you think, because this is a 3 shade yarn in one yarn, one ball of yarn, so the pattern will come out different. So you see whether you like this pattern to be the top of the head or this pattern. Okay, and then we're gonna sew the 2 nostrils here exactly at this line where we started. So I did 1 here. So now I'm gonna show you how it's done. So happen I have this yarn. I want a thinner yarn. This is a 3-ply yarn. So because it's a 3-ply yarn, I'm going to use a 2.5 mm hook. And like I said, this is optional. If you do not want to do this, it's alright. Or even if you use another thicker yarn, it still looks good, because just that so happen I have this yarn. And then the nostril will become slightly bigger. Okay, so now you make a knot. And this is just my habit of making a knot. Okay. Once you have a knot, I am going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Once you chain 5, you go back to the first stitch and do a slip stitch. Oops, let me do that again. And this tail, just leave it, because I might need to tie it to the other end later. So now you will see a hole here. You see a tiny hole here. You go inside that hole, go straight into that hole and do 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Once you have 5, just chain 1, pull tight and cut the yarn. Leave a little bit of a tail for sewing. I think I will go for this side. Here looks kind of nice. Here, like there's a patch missing. I think I'll use this side. So I'm going to sew this here. This is the corner where we started. Let me see, maybe this is where we started, this row here. So I'm going to do 1 row above. Pull this over to the back. Then pull the other side as well. I put it in the next stitch. So before you do anything, just take a look and see if this is the right spot. It looks about right. Here like this. Then one more here. So now I'm going to, wait, let me see. Maybe it should be here. One row away. I mean, one stitch away. I want it to be further in, not too far to the edge, to the side. Okay, should be here. This is the back, and this is the front. I'm not sure if you can see because it's kind of dark, but I think it won't make much of a difference. Okay, like this. With this flare up nostril makes the snake looks angry. Then I am going to make a stitch with one of this. Use one of this tail here because since it's the same length, both is of the same length, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go to the front and make one stitch here to hold it down like this. One stitch will do. You don't have to sew the whole thing. Then you go back to that same stitch and you just pull. And before you do anything drastic, just take a look and see if this is at the right spot. This is how you want it to be. Or here, I think I should. Okay, I think once I pull it, it looks better. Like this. So purposely choose a color that is almost the same as this, so you can see roughly it looks like a nostril, but not really sure. Or unless if you have a plain color snake, then no matter what color your nostril is, it's very obvious. So this one, it still looks obvious. Okay, I'll come back to you once I have the other side attached as well. Okay, now let's continue row 7. Row 7, I'm going to start to do decrease, or you can call it a 2 together. Okay, I'm going to start with a decrease, or you can call it a 2 together. I will do an invisible 2 together. You use the front loop and the front loop. You yarn over 2, yarn over 2. So this is a 2 together. So this is my first stitch. Then I'm going to do single crochet in the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're gonna do a decrease. You should have 4 sets of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the third set, you do a 2 together and you do single crochet in the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you do a 2 together. And this is the last set. So this row you should have 24 stitches. So now row 8, you just do single crochet all around. No increase, it's just single crochet all around, which means you should have 24 stitches as well. So I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of row 8. Again, now row 9, I'm gonna start with a decrease or 2 together. Make these 2 stitches become 1. So this is my decrease. So this is my first stitch as well. Then I'm going to do single crochet in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do decrease, then 1, 2, 3, 4. You should have both sides of it as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a 2 together, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Now it looks very like a snake, right? I like this pattern, the color. Then I don't have to change color for my snake, and it looks like a snake with 3 colors. And now for row 9, this is row 9. Row 9 you should have 20 stitches, but the next few rows you're going to do single crochet all around from row 10 until row 12. It's going to be slightly longer because we cannot reduce so much. If not, the body will be too narrow. Oops, sorry. The body will be too small for the head. So now I'm going to do single crochet all around from row 10 until row 12. Make it wider, this part here for the eyes, make it longer before I do my next decrease. There'll be 1 more row of decrease. So I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of row 12.